Hello, my name is Oliver Gray. Today we are going to make a beat on FL Studio. So let's hop right into it. So right here we got FL Studio open. So here I got a couple things already laid out. For today, I used the Jules MIDI pack. Under Dream Pop Melodies, the Volume 3, called it's a D sharp major Dream Pop Big Blessing. And this is what it sounds like. This is the original. Chose that one, and then I changed it up a little bit. Moved it a couple semitones, and then changed the bass root notes to give it a different feel for it. So let's start off with this. Let's add it to our mixer. I already have it added to channel 6. I already pulled up EQ on it, so let's take out the low ends on this. And then what I like to do sometimes, I like to add one more. I know there's a three band one, but oh well. And kind of bring out a little the mids around it. Take a little bit of low ends out. And then after that, like everyone, you want to throw some RC20 on that, because it's bang. If you guys don't have the Illmind Warp preset pack, it's on Splice. I definitely recommend it. There's some pretty good presets on here, even if you just decide to mess around with it like I do. Those sound has a nice sounding feeling to them.
What?
So what I did here is turn down the reverb a little bit, turn down the noise, and instead of having all the low end, I cut off the low end so it has the mids and highs around there. Turn down the decay here, around 70%. After that, oh, I don't like that noise, so let's turn down the actual noise level of it. Actually, let's turn that off because I will add my own noise from the Wave plugin. So after that, let's open up OTT. Guys, it's if you don't have OTT, you should definitely get that too as well. It's a Extra Records plugin. It's free on Splice too. Just compresses things, gives them more of oomph, I guess, if you want to say. All right, after that, let's add some Rode Vinyl Stereo. Usually for these, go for the lo-fi. Okay. Turn on the rate of the wow. And we can turn it down just a tad bit. Make sure you have FL limiter off. I don't know why I had that, but turn that off. It'll do good at the end. So I got that. I'm gonna add one more thing. I'm gonna add Valhalla Uber mod, and I'm gonna make it cross diffusion. It's a preset. I might make it make sound wider actually. Yeah. So this preset here, Valhalla plugins are one of the best, so I recommend getting that too. Anyways, we got that, so let's throw it on the playlist. It's gonna be our little intro, I guess. Here we have another of these. Another Artura Labs plugins, same one as the first one, just the Rhodes. Different kind, but either way I have these two on the same channel, channel 6, so we can move on from that one. And I have another Artura Labs stage plugin, it's called Modern Times, and this one is basically doing this. So it's just doing a little quarter notes, I guess, if you want to call it. That might be totally wrong. I have no idea what I'm doing. Add another EQ on this. Pick out the low ends on this one as well. Add a third one. Maybe add a little bit of the around 177. Alright, that's that. You already know we're adding RC. This one I'm going to do the same one as well, pad tie. Then for this one I'm going to add J37. Sorry if I'm not really explaining things, but it is what it is. So for J37, this is another Waves plugin. I recommend this one if you do have the money for it. It's very good plugin to add more of that vinyl-esque type of vibe to your plugins and songs. So for this one, I'm going to add the guitar app. So it's a little bit bigger and wider. Turning on the delay all the way up. So that's a nice sound. So let's move on to this lead type thing. This is off the same Jules chords. Alright, so that's already on channel 8. Of course, let's add in EQ. Take out more of the mids. And then, as you already know, we're adding RC again. Yeah, you can tell me if I'm doing this wrong. I'd love to hear your opinion, because I always need to learn. So for this one, I went with simple vintage. Turn down the noise a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit of a mid end to the cutoff. Then I'm gonna go back to Uber. I'm gonna go cross diffusion on this one. And then I'm adding another J37. I'm going to add acoustic guitar. And turn up the delay to around -4 dB. Before I forget, save your projects. That's always a must. So that's that. We're going to keep this one a little bit higher so it can be heard. And actually, one more thing, I'm going to add an XSplit. This is another Waves plugin. And we're going to do ambient diffuser. This makes it more of a wider noise, kind of stereo. Alright, that's dope. So then we're going to go on to the bass. This is a very good bass plugin to have sort of the closest thing to authentic bass. Anyways, for this I'm gonna put in one of my bass presets I have here. So basically for this bass preset I have a J37, A1515 IPS, but I'm gonna add RC20 again as always. And then for this I'm gonna use the Illmind Warp bass bottle. And I'm gonna turn down the noise a bit, and then I'm gonna have it around cutting off around 658 hertz so we can still hear somewhat of the mids on it. And I also have a fruity flanger on this. And then I also have a S1 imager stereo to make it wider. Leave it around there. You can hear the accents on the bass. Alright, moving on. This is a Yelloo LX plugin. I don't even know how to say that. It's another very dope plugin for vintage type sounds. Here I have the Reverb Machine presets, chip-tuned chords. Basically what I have it doing is just follow the first chord of the chord progression. Just 4 notes of it. And that's all it's doing. It's just going to keep going there. That's going to be more for a background type of texture sound. So for this, we're going to add another EQ. Once we do that, let's add another RC20. This is filled with RC20s. This is the way I do things. I don't know, you guys have different ways to do it. This is how I do it. Gonna have this going there. That's a little bit too loud. So we're gonna have this going in the background. So doesn't have to be too loud. We're gonna add a stereo imager on this as well. And then I usually go to Dave Pensado 3D Width. Okay, that's that. And then one more lead. This is off the CZ, again, Arturia Labs plugin bundle. This lead is called Interference, and it sounds like this. And basically repeats that. So here we go again. Add in another EQ, take off kinds of the mids. And guess what we're going to do next? Add an RC20. Then we're going to go back to pad tie. Turn down this, turn down the space, and then cut off the mids. Then we're going to add a J37 as well. And then for this one, we're going to go with the synth preset. I'm not going to touch anything on that. I like how it sounds. And then we're going to add the Uber mod. And then we're going to do Woozy Medium Hall. Has a bit of reverb to it. Gonna turn that down. Alright, and then let's move on to the drums. Whether it sounds like this. Then we have another drum pattern. Sounds like this. So for the drums, I have a drum preset that I usually use for most of my songs. I have a J37, again A1515 IPS for the preset. Then I have a multi-band compressor from FL, and it's basically Band Comp 2 that I usually use. I'm going to add one more thing. I'm going to go to Abbey Road Vinyl Stereo, and I'm going to click the preset Drums Mix to Life. And it'll sound like this. So this is what it sounds like. Let me know what else you guys want to hear in the future. If you guys want to hear me make something else, trap beats, rap beats, hip hop, lo-fi, more of these indie pop type beats. So yeah, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. Just kidding. Don't do any of that stuff. Do whatever you want to do.